when you'd next. I'm glad to see you. Really? Oh, it looks like you have quite the collection. Good work. I have a hunch you will be back again. Am I right?
Why, hello there. Just the person I wanted to see. I was hoping you might help me out with my new project. This is going to be quite the masterpiece, I assure you. Help me, and there's a reward in it for you. Well, you see, I want to capture a view of Edo in its entirety, in one glorious panorama. That is in a photograph taken from various angles, all expertly stitched together.
You're in good cheer, Mr. Beato.
Ah, Sir Alcock. I was just explaining my new photography project to my collaborator.
A collaborator, you say? To think you'd stoop to putting your faith in such a savage. Are there any lengths you won't go to for this degenerate hobby of yours?
You are too kind. But tell me, would you happen to know of a vantage point from which I can capture an all-encompassing view of the city?
Well, you might try your luck upon Mount Attigo. I can attest the views from the Overlook aren't half bad. I dare say, Mr. Beato, devotion to one's hobbies is commendable indeed. But don't forget our little chat earlier.
I shall bear it in mind. My thanks. All right then, Mount Atago it is. Let's meet at the base. Don't keep me waiting too long, though. Glad you made it. But before we go further, will you suffer me one small detour? Mount Atago is usually bustling with townsfolk. I'd like to record a few candid shots of their way of life. With your camera, I'm sure we could manage it in a flash. Well, how about it? Much obliged. Now, whenever you're ready to start, let's head up the mountain. believe we got some splendid shots.
Hey! What the hell do you think you are doing?
With this, we French are in a far better position. Those imperialists can be useful on occasion.
Let's not hit it all.
What's this?
Yeah, you could say that. The thing about it is,
Good lord. Quickly, take the photos. I'll explain later.
You got it wrong. The thing is, you've got it. Still, while it's good that the attack on the legation succeeded, I am worried that the Englishman, Alcor, suspects something.
Company! Don't let them leave here alive!
That was close. This is quite a windfall. Mr. Alcock will be very pleased with these photos. Remember, photos also have value as irrefutable evidence. But come, let's continue on to the lookout. What a magnificent view. Perfect for our composition. Let's get set up and start shooting at once. Speed is of the essence. If the sun and the clouds were to shift even a bit, it would look odd when we try to join the photos. Most satisfactory. I couldn't have done this without you. And thank you for indulging my little whim. I am in your debt. You mean the soldiers? I'm not sure. I was as surprised as you. In any event, you know how the British legation was burned down the other day? Well, rumor has it the French paid off the British soldiers to spur the expulsionists on. Mr. Alcock asked me to secure evidence if I saw any of his fellows acting suspiciously. This kind of work helps me pay for my camera expenses. In fact, it's thanks to you I managed to take their photos. So, I'll factor that into your reward. Really, you deserve it. You know, as a photographer, I've been to many countries, but I've never known a culture quite like that of Japan, and Edo in particular. Alas, I fear it has no place in a world ruled by the West. A fleeting thing, culture. Ah, am I that easy to read? I must apologize to you, native to Japan as you are. But you're right. Nothing lasts forever, you know? Not people, nor things. And that is what I yearn to capture with my photography. You saw in the mountain, did you not? The sheer degradation. But photographing such scenes gives me goosebumps. Japan is much the same. Its ancient culture and institutions will eventually be swallowed by the West. everything held dear in this country will fade and be forgotten. And to capture that fleeting beauty in a photograph, it makes me want to pinch myself. Oh, sounds like you have something particular in mind. Please, do tell. Oh, come now. Do you really believe in that fantasy? I suggest disabusing yourself of such nonsense. No. I believe you spoke in earnest. Tell me, what do you see with those eyes of yours? Well, I hope you'll share it with me one day. Indeed, I look forward to finding out which of our imagined futures is the more beautiful.
Help! Somebody! Anybody! You'll help me, will you? It's my minder. He's in terrible danger. I was out looking for customers last night when I saw some unsavory types. They were disposing of a samurai's body in the moat, and in my shock, I let out a cry. I fled as fast as I could to my minder, who hid me under the floor. But when the villains couldn't find me, they took him instead. Please save him. I beg you, save my minder. Oh, thank you so much. He was taken to the back streets of the pleasure district. Please hurry before it's too late.
Come on, out with it. Where's the girl? Tell us the truth, and we'll spare your worthless life.
Thank you. Those thugs run this town like it's their own playground. And they'll keep harassing us till you take out their boss. So I'm begging you, help us, please. They hold court at the big estate out by the rice fields to the north. You go ahead. I'll follow close behind.
しぶつける。
Well, now, you're alone too, are you? It's been quite a day for a fearless guest. You've come for this lot, is that it? Right. Look here, you seem reasonable. How about we make a deal, you and I? I'll pay you if you leave quietly and forget that you saw anything. So, you're not willing to negotiate? In that case, I hope you're prepared to die!
Bastard! A hand here, boys! I sure
You did it. I really can't thank you enough.
Thank you. Really, Edo is too much. We'd best set up in some other town. But I'll let the others know you helped me. Goodbye.
There's something. If there's anything I can do for you, please let me know. I hope to see you again soon.
You rounded up any fugitives? I'm afraid you just haven't earned that yet. Best of luck out there.
What is it?
Allow me to thank you. I see. If you have work to do, then go.
Over here. I'm listening. How wonderful. Very well then. Till next time.
Ah, it's you.
Hey! What's on your mind? Splendid. Oh, really? Feel free to stop by any time.
What business? Do you have some business with me? This suits me well. Later. Ah. How are you? This makes me happy. Very well. Eager to be executed? Fine. I'll make this quick.